Welcome to our journey through the ancient world of Egyptian mythology. These weren't just stories, For the ancient Egyptians, these were living, breathing deities intricately woven into the fabric of their daily lives. Just imagine the very essence of the sun, the moon, the Nile, even chaos itself, embodied in these powerful figures. Today we explore these powerful deities that shaped the beliefs and culture of ancient Egypt. From Ra, the glorious sun god, to Osiris, ruler of the underworld, and Isis, the powerful sorceress, will unravel their stories, their significance, and their lasting impact on our world. Get ready to delve into a world of myth, magic, and symbolism, where gods walked among mortals and shaped the destiny of a civilization. This isn't just ancient history, folks. These stories echo through time, influencing art, literature, and even our understanding of the cosmos. Let's start with a bang, or rather, a sunrise. Ra, often depicted as a falcon-headed man, was the Egyptian sun god, the ultimate source of life and light. Imagine every morning Ra would rise from the celestial waters in his solar barge, casting his golden rays across the land, bringing warmth, growth, and the promise of a new day. But Ra's journey wasn't always easy. As he sailed across the sky, he battled the forces of darkness, represented by the serpent Apep. This wasn't just a physical struggle, it was a cosmic battle between order and chaos, light and darkness playing out every single day. Think about that for a second. The ancient Egyptians believed that the fate of their world hinged on Ra's victory each night. No pressure, right? And speaking of pressure, Ra wasn't just the sun god, he was the creator god. He emerged from the primordial waters of Nun, bringing order to the universe, creating the gods and goddesses and ultimately, humankind. Talk about a heavy resume. Ra's influence permeated every aspect of Egyptian life. Pharaohs, considered to be Ra's earthly representatives, derived their power and authority directly from him. They were seen as the embodiment of Ra on earth, responsible for maintaining order, justice, and prosperity for their people. So next time you see the sun rise, remember Ra, the mighty sun god, and the enduring power of light over darkness. From the brilliance of the sun, we descend into the shadowy realm of the underworld, ruled by Osiris, the god of the dead and rebirth. Now, Osiris's story is a real page-turner, full of betrayal, resurrection, and a love story for the ages. He was the eldest son of Geb, the earth god, and Nut, the sky goddess, destined to rule Egypt with his wife and sister Isis. But as with any good myth, there's a twist. Osiris's brother Set, driven by jealousy and ambition, tricked him and killed him, dismembering his body and scattering it across the land. Talk about sibling rivalry, right? But this is where Isis, Osiris's devoted wife, comes in. With her powerful magic, she gathered Osiris's remains, piecing him back together and using her incredible powers to resurrect him long enough to conceive their son, Horus. This act of resurrection made Osiris the god of the underworld and the afterlife. He became the judge of the dead, weighing their hearts against the feather of truth to determine their worthiness to enter the field of reeds, the Egyptian paradise. Osiris's story is a powerful reminder that even in death, there is hope for renewal and rebirth. It's a story that resonated deeply with the ancient Egyptians who believed in the cyclical nature of life, death, and resurrection. They mummified their dead, preserving their bodies for the afterlife, just as Isis had done for Osiris. They filled their tombs with provisions and treasures for their journey to the underworld, hoping to be judged worthy by Osiris and granted eternal life. If there was ever a goddess who embodied strength, love, and sheer determination, it was Isis. Often depicted as a woman wearing a crown topped with a solar disk or with majestic cow horns, Isis was a force to be reckoned with. She wasn't just a queen, she was a powerful sorceress, a devoted wife, and a fiercely protective mother. Remember Osiris? Well, it was Isis who used her magical prowess to piece him back together after his unfortunate encounter with Set. She defied death itself, breathing life back into Osiris if only for a short time to conceive their son, Horus. This act cemented her status as the ultimate protector, the epitome of motherly love. But Isis's magic extended far beyond resurrection. She was known for her healing abilities, her power over nature, and her ability to control fate itself. She was a goddess for the people, her magic accessible to all who sought her help. Think about it. In a world where gods and goddesses were often distant, Isis offered a sense of hope and protection. She was there for the sick, the grieving, the lost. She was a beacon of strength in a world often shrouded in uncertainty, and her influence wasn't limited to the ancient world. Isis's story, her unwavering love and her powerful magic, resonated throughout history, influencing everything from ancient Roman religion to modern esoteric traditions. She remains a symbol of feminine power, a testament to the enduring strength of love and devotion. Now let's talk about Horus, the falcon-headed god of the sky, vengeance, and protector of the pharaoh. Born from the extraordinary union of Osiris and Isis, Horus was no ordinary child. He was destined for greatness, destined to avenge his father's death and claim his rightful place as the ruler of Egypt. Growing up in secrecy, under Isis's watchful eye, Horus was trained in combat and strategy, his heart burning with the desire for justice. And when the time was right, he challenged his uncle Set to a duel for the throne of Egypt. This wasn't just a family feud, folks, this was an epic showdown, a cosmic battle between order and chaos, justice and tyranny. The gods themselves gathered to witness this clash of titans, for the fate of Egypt hung in the balance. The battle raged for 80 years, a testament to both Horus's and Set's might. They fought on land, in the air, even transforming into different animals to gain an advantage. Talk about a spectacle. Finally, Horus, fueled by righteous fury and his mother's magic, triumphed over Set, claiming his rightful place as king and restoring order to Egypt. This victory cemented Horus's status as the protector of the pharaoh, his image becoming synonymous with Egyptian royalty. The pharaohs were seen as the living embodiment of Horus, their rule legitimized by his divine authority. And so, the legacy of Horus lived on, his story a reminder that even in the face of overwhelming odds, justice and order can prevail. Now let's talk about Set, the god of chaos, the desert storms, and, well, let's just say things that go bump in the night. Often depicted with the head of a strange, unidentified creature, Set has been misunderstood, often cast as the villain of the Egyptian pantheon. But like all things in the cosmos, it's a bit more complex than that. Sure, he was the one who killed Osiris, driven by envy and ambition. But remember, chaos isn't always a bad thing. In fact, it's essential for creation, for change, for the very dynamism of the universe. Set represented the untamed forces of nature, the unpredictable, the wild. He was the scorching desert wind, the sudden, violent storm, the raw, primal energy that could be both destructive and transformative. And let's not forget, he was also Ra's defender, protecting the sun god from the serpent Apep during his nightly journey through the underworld. Talk about a complex resume. Set's duality, his capacity for both good and evil, destruction and protection, made him a fascinating and essential part of the Egyptian pantheon. He reminded the ancient Egyptians that chaos was an inherent part of life, something to be respected, even feared, but also something that could ultimately lead to growth and renewal. He was a reminder that sometimes you need a little bit of chaos to shake things up, to break down the old and make way for the new. So next time you encounter a storm or feel the desert wind on your face, remember Set, the god of chaos, and the vital role he played in the intricate tapestry of the Egyptian cosmos. From the chaos of the desert, we move to the solemn rituals of the afterlife, guided by Anubis, the jackal-headed god of mummification and the protector of souls. Imagine, if you will, the hushed reverence of the embalming chamber, the scent of incense and spices filling the air, as Anubis, the divine embalmer, oversees the sacred rites. He was there, in the dimly lit chambers, ensuring that the bodies of the deceased were properly prepared for their journey to the afterlife. Anubis wasn't just a mortician, though. He was a psychopomp, a guide for lost souls, leading them through the treacherous paths of the underworld to the Hall of Two Truths, where their hearts would be weighed against the feather of Maat. Picture this: the deceased standing before Osiris, their heart placed on one side of a giant scale, and the feather of truth on the other. Anubis, with his keen sense of justice, carefully observes the weighing, recording the results on his divine scroll. No pressure, right? But Anubis's role wasn't to judge, but to ensure that the weighing was conducted fairly, that every soul was given a chance to prove their worth. He was a guardian, a protector, ensuring the safe passage of souls from the world of the living to the realm of the dead. So, while the image of a jackal-headed god might seem a bit intimidating at first, remember Anubis's role as a protector, a guide through the mysteries of the afterlife, ensuring that the souls of the departed found their way to their eternal reward. let's turn our attention to Thoth, the ibis-headed god of wisdom, writing, knowledge, and get this, the moon. He was the ultimate cosmic librarian, the keeper of secrets, the inventor of language itself. Imagine the very act of writing, of recording thoughts and ideas attributed to this divine being. But Thoth wasn't just a scribe. He was a magician, an advisor to the gods, his wisdom sought after by all. He was present at the creation of the world, his words shaping the very fabric of reality. He mediated disputes amongst the gods, his judgment always fair and impartial. Remember that epic battle between Horus and Set? Well, Thoth was there, carefully documenting every blow, every spell, ensuring that the events were recorded for all eternity. Talk about a front row seat to history, but Thoth's influence extended far beyond the divine realm. He was the patron of scribes, those tasked with recording history, preserving knowledge, and spreading wisdom throughout the land. He gave humanity the gift of language, the ability to communicate, to share ideas, to build civilizations. So, next time you pick up a pen, open a book, or even just have a thought, remember Thoth, the god of wisdom, and the power of language to shape our world. Let's talk about Hathor, the cow-headed goddess of love, music, beauty, and joy. Often depicted with a sun disk between her horns, Hathor represented the feminine, nurturing aspect of the cosmos. She was the embodiment of love in all its forms, from romantic love to the love between a mother and child. Imagine, if you will, the sound of music drifting through the air, the laughter of children playing, the warmth of the sun on your skin. That was Hathor's embrace, her presence bringing joy and happiness to all who encountered her. But Hathor was more than just a pretty face. She was a powerful deity, her wrath as fearsome as her love was boundless. She was also associated with death and the afterlife, welcoming souls to the underworld with open arms, offering them refreshment and guidance on their journey to the field of reeds. Hathor's duality, her ability to embody both love and death, creation and destruction, made her a complex and fascinating deity. She reminded the ancient Egyptians that life and death were two sides of the same coin, that joy and sorrow were often intertwined. She was a goddess of contrasts, embracing life's complexities, reminding us that even in the darkest of times, there is always the promise of love, joy, and renewal. So next time you hear a beautiful piece of music, dance under the stars, or simply feel the warmth of the sun on your face, remember Hathor, the goddess of love, and the power of joy to illuminate even the darkest of times. From the celestial realms of love and music, we descend to the earthly domain of Bastet, the cat-headed goddess of protection, home, and well-being. Often depicted as a woman with the head of a cat, or simply as a cat itself, Bastet embodied the duality of feline nature, fierce and protective, yet graceful and comforting. Imagine, if you will, the sleek elegance of a cat, its piercing gaze, its ability to move with both power and grace. That was Bastet, a goddess who could unleash her wrath upon those who threatened her followers, yet also offer warmth, comfort, and protection within the home. Initially, Bastet was depicted as a lioness goddess, a fierce warrior associated with the scorching heat of the sun, but over time she evolved into a more benevolent deity, embracing her role as a protector of women, children, and the home. She became associated with domesticity, fertility, and childbirth, her presence bringing good fortune and warding off evil spirits. And let's not forget her connection to cats. In ancient Egypt, cats were revered, believed to be Bastet's earthly representatives. They were welcomed into homes, pampered, and even mummified upon their death, a testament to their special status. So, next time you feel the warmth of a purring cat on your lap, or witness the effortless grace of a feline in motion, remember Bastet, the cat goddess, and her enduring legacy of protection, warmth, and love. Finally, we arrive at Ma'at, the goddess of truth, justice, order, and get this, the fundamental order of the universe. Imagine a force so powerful, so pervasive, that it governs the movement of the stars, the changing of the seasons, the very rhythm of life itself. That was Ma'at. Often depicted as a woman wearing a white ostrich feather on her head, Ma'at represented the principle of balance, of cosmic harmony, without which the world would descend into chaos. Remember Thoth, the divine scribe? Well, Ma'at was present in the Hall of Two Truths. Her feather of truth used to weigh the hearts of the deceased. If the heart was pure, lighter than the feather, the soul was deemed worthy of eternal life in the field of reeds. If the heart was heavy with sin, it would be devoured by Ammit, the devourer of souls. Talk about high stakes. But Ma'at's influence extended far beyond the afterlife. She represented the moral compass, the ethical principles that governed Egyptian society. Pharaohs were expected to rule according to Ma'at's principles, upholding justice, truth, and order throughout the land. She was the embodiment of right action, of living in harmony with oneself, with others, and with the cosmos itself. So, next time you strive to live a life of integrity, to make choices that are fair and just, to find balance in a world that often feels chaotic, remember Ma'at, the goddess of truth and the enduring power of cosmic order. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of Egyptian mythology. We've journeyed from the blazing sun to the depths of the underworld, encountering gods and goddesses who embodied the very forces of nature, the complexities of human emotion, and the enduring quest for truth, justice, and cosmic order. But this is just the beginning, folks. The world of ancient Egypt is vast and full of wonders waiting to be discovered. From the towering pyramids to the intricate hieroglyphs, from the stories etched on tomb walls to the artifacts buried beneath the sands, there's always more to learn, more to explore, more to unravel. Stay tuned for more fascinating insights into the ancient world. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content. And remember, the universe is full of mysteries, just waiting for curious minds like yours to uncover them.